not everybody has been able to hold on to their position in Pro League at the end of the season. We'll see if Secret can do so. Many fans for both of these teams on either side. A ton of respect between both of them, of course, and also a ton of pedigree and history going all the way back to year one. These are still some of the old guard. So
I mean, there's a lot of the old guard on so much actually, if you really think about it, on both of these teams. Kind of weird. So, Capitao, Nomad, and Clash. Okay, this is looking a lot like last match. I mean, these bans aren't surprising in the least. Capitao is such a powerful operator these days. Nomad has always been a powerful operator, and Clash and Echo. I mean,
Vitality are banning the same ops.
We haven't seen a single map today where Clash and Echo have. They're getting banned every map, every single map, over 2 matches.
Yeah, Capitao was banned in 2 of the 3. I believe all of them. 3 maps. All 3 maps.
Wait, no.
The first one.
No, the first one he wasn't. Yeah. So 3 of the 4.
So far, Vitality kind of going through the motion of banning the Capitao and the Echo. Echo, not the biggest of ops on this map, but we've seen the amount of power that people like Shate, for example, are able to bring with the Echo. He's done so much work, especially if you're playing on the top console chamber, from the hallway, from that bathroom as well. It's just excellent to have. Well, you don't have access to that anymore. Though, 2 Hard Breach is being brought by Team Secret, and that's the thing I think to highlight here, is that there's a lot of that available. The Buck, the Thatcher, everything just pretty standard for Team Secret. They don't really need to change anything for this. This works for the top floor. It works for the bottom one. It's completely fine. And Vitality are going for standard as well. No Twitch, so those Maestro cameras are going to be more difficult to deal with. But otherwise, Zofia and Grenade are here.
We've also got the Thatcher, so you got your options, but you're right. The Twitch is the best way right now, it seems, to be dealing with the evil eyes, is you can just sneak those drones in, open up the shutters with this first step, and destroy the camera with the second. Maybe we'll see a change later on from Secret. We'll start bringing that Twitch. But honestly, I really like their lineup right now. I wouldn't change a thing, just as you said. Seems like it's going to be a roam clear to begin with. Starting with the middle floor. What we often see from the attack is a clear on the top, beginning with admin office into CEO, then you move down. Here, Secret are just going to force themselves into the main lobby. Looks like maybe just to cut off rotation, but Leon, the star of this team, going to have to go ahead and throw his second drone, and he'll pick up the other one later, I'm sure.
Yeah, so mistakes happen even to some of the best players in the region, so it's fine. It's fair.
Yes.
Bonkers in the meantime on the Buck here, just going in through the main lobby. EMP is going to get chucked in. They know that the Mute's playing in there. This is something that famously Mouse Sports actually used to do with Wilkie playing inside LMs. Great shot onto Qual, taking away the Bandit. So that's also a Nitro Cell off the map, and I'm not sure if Mute has access to the open hatch or not. Either way, it's got to be a tough fight, and it is open. So are there any reinforcements on the side of the wall? No. Okay, so this is pretty ballsy of the Mute to just stay in there, but there's nothing that he can really do except for trying to delay by existing in this position. Shotgun very clearly in front, but Spark will find the kill on the Lems, and Bibu is still holding on.
He's just going to sit in that corner, and it doesn't seem like Secret are keen on clearing him out. Someone needs to drone that bathroom, but no one's doing it. The EMPs earlier, I believe, cleared out the Mute jammers, so it should be doable. Bibu was just chilling in the corner, though, and I don't think that they're even going to bother with the bathroom. That is really curious strategy from Secret, and it might end up costing them later on, but here we go. Bibu will have to be rotated, and he'll actually win the fight. That's surprising. As Fonkers goes down, it's a decisive disadvantage here for Secret as, again, more kills going the way of Vitality. Great job there to Sneaky, and it's all on Meepy now. Meepy, typically the support player, not usually one to get the frags, but he'll get one to end out that round. A great holdout there from Vitality, and a very confusing attack strategy from Secret overall. A lot of things that they did, I don't want to say wrong, but they
omitted.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. They omitted a lot of things, like, for example, a bathroom clear.
They knew that there was the Mute in there. The EMPs had already cleared out jammers.
I don't know what the...
Because they got the early kill But that's about it.
I see what they tried to do. In Fonkers, you saw him open up the wall. He did it very late, but at the same time, he lost the fight. There was no one to support Fonkers or get the refrag, so ultimately, no matter how you look at that, it's just a bad situation for Team Secret. The clear in general was not fantastic. They got a pick by main lobby, but after that, it was almost like they just weren't there anymore. And by they, I mean Secret. 2 kills total in the round. Vitality, an easy lockout, it felt like, in the site. The actual site play from Vitality was, I'd say, probably like, it was solid. I mean, there's not much else to say. There wasn't a lot of counterplay from Secret. They weren't allowed to use their vertical presence. That's huge. The fact that the Buck got shut down, unable to do anything.
All right, well, in this case, the Mira is available in play. A lot of teams, for us at least, make the not so great decision of removing the Mira from play on Consulate. It really depends on who you're playing against. If you're more of a targeted ban, but she's not really the most important of operators.
She's useful, I guess.
But, you know, it's that, or we can remove a Clash or an Echo, which in this case, as Doki was mentioning, Vitality kind of lean into the Clash quite heavily. Obviously, a better thing to do.
Yeah, so, I think Secret definitely took the note from Eminem.
That's it. Fonker's going to open things up. His drone is going to follow up. As, of course, Vitality are now in the console chamber. We've seen a lot of Buck bans, actually, on Consulate, and it worked pretty darn well, but it needs to have, most of the time at least, a Capitao to kind of really get into shape and into correct form. And in this case, obviously, you don't have that. So you're going to be relying on any extra grenades that you might have, especially, well, the fact that there's only Fonkers playing the Buck in this situation. There's not a ton of hold on the stairs, and Fonker's getting pretty close here. At least he's able to clear out the bathroom, the top floor, very effectively without needing to use any utility for that specifically. Except for the couple of skeleton key shots, of course.
Okay, so Secret. Clearly, their focus is on yellow stairs. We've seen Secret have this problem before, where they focus too intently on yellow stairs, get kind of tunnel visioned, and then end up running out of time, manpower, and utility going into the end of the round. Got somebody on the B site repel, so it's not the end of the world, and they're going to be able to take control of yellow, thanks to the Habana taking care of that mirror window. This is nice. I like the strategy we're seeing here, but Stizzy is going to get punished, so it's not a full sweep here from Secret. There is a refrag in play here from Leon, player on that B repel. He's been doing a lot of work from this position. Actually, that might be Connector. Can't quite tell from his position, but either way, able to get that kill. It is, in fact, B windows. We got Fonkers on Connector, and he's going to be able to cut off that rotation between site quite effectively from that position. Yellow Stairs can control here for Secret, and they have what they need to hit the site, but they're cautious of the roamers.
Well, trying to hit it from the back, but it's not working out in this case. And the castle is still in position to rotate late on, and it is getting pretty darn late. There's 40 seconds left, and the bandit as well is at the bottom of the stairs to support. Leon will have to come off of his plant as he takes so much damage from even a Maestro camera in the back. He'll go for the plant again, but it gets fires upon, and Sneaky will find the kill on him. Meepo with the refrag onto Bibu, but as he dives in, Sneaky will find yet one more, and he's down right by the console desk. Fonkers holding a rotation, but LM is finally able to find the kill on Sneaky. 2v2 and a 2v1. The Maestro of Qual on the floor. He hears one repelling out the back. The Buck is dead, but LMs will save the day. The IQ comes in, and with information from her teammates, is able to find it, but that got a bit too close for comfort. Secret able to kind of claw this away from Vitality.
Absolutely monstrous round there from Alems specifically. Got to give him props for that win. He got himself onto yellow stairs against all odds, and then from that position, he managed to do quite a lot of work for his team. So, it's a singular effort, I'd say, in the hands of that IQ from Alems, and Team Secret in this match fully. Though, I have to say, Vitality brought that very close. It was looking pretty dangerous for a while there on the side of Team Secret, and the fact that they managed to win it, definitely a, I'd say surprise, to be honest, with the way that round was looking up. Wow, okay, speaking of, we're going to be going to the offsite.
Here's the thing. See, remember when we were casting like game 13 of Season 8? and we were starting to see this site played. We saw it so many times in that evening. We saw Secret defending it so well, it actually blew our minds.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, Secret's had some really good rounds here. I think even G2's had some good rounds here. There's teams that can really make this site work. Plus, and this is important, Mira is not banned, and Mira on this site especially is very important. So this is definitely not a it's not the end. It's not a bad idea.
No,
it's just curious. And
it's a different one.
It's the sort of thing that we're gonna learn from.
Yeah, it's still being tested as like, okay, sure, it's worked for a lot of players. There's a lot of different strategies of playing it, but a lot of times that we've seen this play, we haven't had Pulse in it because he's been banned so much. So with the Clash ban, it allows the Pulse to be played, and Vitality will use that to their advantage, hopefully by putting the Pulse downstairs by the servers.
So, 2 lifelines right off the bat used by Leon there. I'm guessing he was trying to burn ADSs so that the nade from Fonkers can land inside of Cafeteria, and it can indeed do that now. The mirror window in that position is going to be very important. No one's playing it. Why? Because, well, there's no ADS. But there wasn't an ADS in the first place, but the intention was kind of given away by the lifelines.
I heard one shot of the ADS going off. So it's
probably somewhere else, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was, but that was, I think, a grenade or something. Oh, he's ready. He's going to throw out the C4, and it will connect. Wow, beautiful. Fonkers taken away. If he even had a grenade left, well, that's no longer available. And Leon had already used most of his utility games. Saw before, at least, his stuns to burn anything away.
Wow.
Buck eliminated for free, basically.
That is a beautiful counterpunch there from Brid, and the fact that now the grenades are no longer available on that printer window means that the player on defense who was playing mirror window is going to be able to come back and will be able to hold admin office. So everything's kind of falling apart in terms of the take here from Team Secret because that Buck was not able to use his utility. Now Leon is trying to come from behind, and he actually might have found a window here. He will actually get the kill onto Sneaky. Kind of surprising he got away with that, able to just push in. He's going to get in further at admin office looking for the Jaeger. That's Bibu, who just got a kill. He will find him. 2 for Leon, only 2 for his team. And now top floor control. Beautiful play, truly, from Leon to get that control. But is it really enough in a position where you've got 1 minute left?
Look what Vitality does. They evac the main floor and they go, oh, unfortunate. There you go. He has to use all his utility now. If Stizzy's eliminated, this is all done and dusted, really. For Secret, if they lose the manpower here, because what are Vitality doing? They dive down to the bottom floor to the basement and try to play from below. They have the pulse. They need to keep Bride alive so he can give them information, and they can just neutralize anybody that comes in. They should have 2 more nitro cells to use, which is pretty darn huge, even if Bride had already used his.
So here comes the plant. Is the Pulse going to spot it out and call it out? Spark's going to go down, so that's -1 C4. Here comes the last one, but it's too little too late. He'll get the kill, but the plant is down. Brid, the last defender alive, as Leon gets yet another kill for himself, and that's Leon actually hunting on the prowl downstairs. And it doesn't seem like Brid's going to be able to figure that out, despite having the heartbeat detector. Goes for a pre-fire, sees the diffuser planted on the desk. Going into Spiral, and he's going to get shut down. Stizzy takes the round. Team Secret put themselves in the lead 2 rounds in a row.
Very well done there by Secret, figuring things out. And Vitality had the right idea of diving down and trying to play from the basement. And unfortunately for them, but very well done by Secret, is that they pressure the basement the instant they have the opportunity to do so, which means Vitality did not have the time to sit back, relax, and use all the utility that they have left. 2 nitro cells and a pulse. That's a lot when you can just chuck everything from below. Sure, you might say, yeah, but he's planting on the table, so it's going to block the nitro cell. Not really, because that's not the pool table that you have on Coastline, for example. It's a very flimsy table that doesn't have the protection along the edge, and it's that damage from the side that you're really looking to. And players that already taken damage on Secret's side, so there's a lot of variables that you're thinking about it in that situation. With that said, Vitality, having lost the round, have the opportunity to pick again. There's just a few rounds left on this half, and they'll actually go for the lobby. So, again, variance on console chamber, but again, they still have to hold on to console. We talked about this in Border, Michael, and very effectively. Yeah, sure, you're defending the floor below. You need to make sure that you have control of the top.
You gotta hold on to Projector in this case. It's been brought up by many people before, and
will continue to be brought up in the future, yes.
It's very important. So, looks like a lot of setup by yellow stairs. I'm guessing Vitality is expecting a yellow push again from Secret. They do tend to push yellow a lot. And yeah, here it's going to be a yellow push from Secret, it seems like. Surprise. It is a very powerful location to take control of. You can access all the floors in a, crucial spot from yellow. See if it works out, if Secret can get it for free. It's going to be Jaeger playing by the bathroom. Spark. Good position to play with that operator, but he's going to get shut down. Nice shot there from Meepy. He's been having a decent match so far, and that's a very important pick to have early on. With Yellow Stairs control, now Team Secret are going to be able to extend their influence to the rest of the top floor.
Qual sitting here in the connector room, and he sees the fire being thrown at him from the bathroom, but Leon had already actually caught into the site, and Leon and Meepy all find a kill each. Bibu finally refragging to take down the Zofia, but might be too little too late. Yeah, sure, you lost the Zofia, but there's a smoke and a castle left, and when you still have so much firepower left for Team Secret, and with so much floor soft destruction, it's pretty tough for the last two to kind of spread around the sites correctly, and you already see that in action. Both the Buck and the AQ are destroying as much of the floorboards as humanly possible as Habana gets ready to go and plant the instant they have knowledge. This should start forcing gas canisters to be brought out, and the castle on the other side is playing by A-Bomb on piano.
Team Vitality seem pretty much out of this round right now. There's so much time for Secret to execute onto the site right this minute. And that's exactly the case, too. There's a whole minute. Well, Meepy just going to be setting up to hold the flank by Piano or on the long angle. Or just push into the main lobby. Why not? As Brid goes down, it's just Bibu on the top floor. And he's a great player, but can he do it with so little HP? Here's an enemy inside a connector trying to go for the push. Will he protect correctly? He will, yes, but he will not land the shot. Fonkers get that final kill. Team Secret, 3 in a row.
Damn.
Valiant effort here.
And, Doki mentioned this in the interview right before, but Vitality were banning this map pretty consistently. So even M&M were expecting Vitality to kind of bring out this map specifically, and they did not. So I think at this point it's safe to say that Vitality just don't feel that comfortable on Consulate. Even though if you look back, Bibu had so many great games on this map specifically where he put his entire team on his back, time and time again. But it just seems that overall the synergy and the strategy is not working out so well. Secret are able to break through Vitality fairly efficiently. Now, Vitality were able to win on Garage. That was the first round of this map. But it was mostly because Team Secret just bypassed and didn't do a lot of the things that are on your usual checklist when attacking Garage.
They skipped steps.
Yeah.
They omitted steps, as you said.
Big words.
Big words are fun. But yes, it was definitely a bad round for Secret. I think a lot of people in that first round, including myself, got really worried based on the Secret that we saw in round number 1, which was they're just not finishing basic stuff. But since then, 3 rounds in a row, so yeah, I guess that's not really going to be so much of an issue. Secret have looked great on every side except for this one. Will they be able to change what they did last round by, maybe clearing out the roamers to begin with? It looks like, yes, they will, as they are going to start an admin office. That's a good thing to begin with. Fonkers over by the balcony, it seems like, by Projector. This is a very swift entry here from these roam clears. And there are 2 roamers on this top floor to contend with. So the efficiency is going to be, I'm sure, for the attack, a very large boon.
A good spot here from Leon to watch the service stairs. There's indeed one player close up to it. I wonder if it's the Ella or the Mute. No, the Mute's on his own here, actually.
He's fallen back already.
Yeah, in the lobby. So he has the shotgun, so obviously can open up the hatch for himself, whatever that may be.
Well, if they don't drone him out, then staying at that position is going to be very powerful. Sneaky could get some some kills on the flank if he's cautious enough. And that's actually, I think, mostly going to come down to Secret, though. Spark, speaking of kills, gets the first one here by Yellow Stairs. He'll fall back down to Piano. It's a good job there from the Jaeger to establish a man advantage.
Yeah, Leon not having the greatest of times, at least in the past few rounds. He's had an effect early on and then just goes away, which is unusual looking at the entire season, but it's just because the entire team has also been playing correctly, so that's exactly how it should be.
Oh, still playing by the drop down. Oh. Kill though for Fonkers. There's no refrag immediately. Sneaky's being cautious, and he's gonna get it. There you go, a headshot onto Fonkers in response. Good job there to Sneaky to get the refrag, but he shouldn't have let his teammate die.
Yeah, kind of baiting your teammate in that position. It was not done on purpose, of course, as you can tell, but it was just poor reading. You didn't really hear the drop from the hatch. With that said, Stizzy's gonna continue to open up here.
There's no thermite being brought by Team Secret on a basement attack.
They did before.
That's the curious thing. Thermite's not banned. They brought it last time they were here. Why not again? And they had to have expected this. Brid's going to take down Meepy. It's just Steezy and Lems. Steezy, though, will take down a Qual. So this is a back and forth still, with the man advantage landing on the side of Vitality.
Stizzy finding one. He turns away and actually has control of the site now. They go in for the 1v1 fight, but ADS is burning away any utility to be thrown into them, and the Ella will be able to find one. Shot from Stizzy, as he still has a few bullets left in the magazine, but the diffuser has not been set just yet. It's all up to Secret to try to play this. The C4 has been thrown out and will not hit Alems as he walked away. Stizzy will have to go for the plant. He doesn't really have much time left. Have to go through it. They know that he's right around the corner, and there you go. Sneaky will find the kill on Stizzy and end it all right then and there. Vitality grabbing a second round. So far, Garage being the only site that they can really put or get any hold of.
Yeah, the basement definitely the safe haven there for Vitality. Stizzy at the end kind of misplayed that, I think we could say pretty safely. He had a solid cushion to work with. Could have picked up his teammate, could have committed to trying to push the opponent. Didn't even peek into locker hallway, just decided to wait until the end of the round. A little bit weird, but it happens. Other than that, he had a fantastic round individually, and it was Secret, a decent clear. But they did not fully clear the roamers, which really worked against Team Secret. Great job to Vitality for seizing the opportunities presented by their opponents. The Mute Jammers played a huge part in that round in catching drones in the main lobby, especially allowing for the Mute to persist at that location. Overall, Vitality earned that round, but it was definitely very close, as I'm sure, as we all just witnessed. Now, Team Vitality have yet to win any site but the basement. And this is their last defensive round. They'll go to the top floor. Will they be able to change what's been happening so far? They've got a Mira again, but this Mira was not very useful the last time they were here.
Yeah. And there wasn't really anyone to play from behind those windows, right? So we'll see if it will have any sort of effect, and it makes a lot of sense to kind of run the Mira and the castle together, because you just want to limit the opportunities that you give Team Secret and kind of maneuvering around what you have planned and set up for them. But the big question is, will Secret go for a similar style it did before? Will Alems have the same effect as he did as well? A big part of this assault usually for Secret is the amount of work that they're doing against Bathroom and the angles that Bathroom gives them. More often than not, it's Meepy that is on that sort of role. But putting Fonkers on the buck and having them actually destroy the floorboards on the back of the Bathroom is very important. Just make sure that your take on yellow is a bit easier, and then you don't have to worry about at least your initial phase of creating your beachhead before your assault.
Lifeline to determine if there's anyone at the bottom of yellow. There is not. And C4 ready and waiting. Leon goes down. Beautiful job there from Rid, and he's going to go ahead and fall back now. But, I mean, it's
I don't want any of that.
It's predictable. Secret take yellow stairs every round attacking top floor.
Yeah.
And you just wait for it. You hear the repel sound, you throw the C4, it's over. He can't stop himself from repelling in.
Good job from Vitality of realizing that and actually putting something to play against it. So far, it's just burning time off of Secret, which is pretty darn good if you're Vitality. Stizzy has at least taken control of the kitchen side, the break room. So,
pretty easy control, too.
Yeah, I mean, the focus was mostly on yellow first of all, but I guess it's something that you can really look forward to, I guess. But
this is a good rotation from Secret so far.
They realize they can't break through yellow because of the adaptation of Vitality, so they adapt to the adaptation. Pretty good.
Well, they've got control now by Soda Machine, and they're playing the long angles, just going to open up angles into A. Very good to use that Excaros there. Will it be stopped by another one of the defenders? Seems not. They detonate, and that's going to make playing inside a projector very difficult, but Qual is doing his darndest from afar. On Spiral, going to get the first pick of this engagement. The second for Brid. Alem's able to get a kill onto Sneaky, who's playing at the bottom of Visa Stairs. And here we go. Secret show a little bit of life, but in a 2 versus 4, is it enough, or is it too late?
And Qual is still stuck behind that castle barricade at the same time. Push in from Vitality, actually, but the Meepy is going to be taken away by Bibu. Shotgun in hand. Bride is getting pretty close to it, and he actually finds it with the ITA. Oh, man. That's definitely not something you see every day.
So a 3-3 to begin our first half. Very close. And well played by both teams, gotta say. Vitality might just now have salvaged their chance on that half, because only being able to win one bomb site is not ideal, and so just barely at the end getting a win on the top is pretty fantastic. By just barely, I mean towards the end of the first half. That was a really one-sided round for Vitality. Now, Team Secret get to go into defense, and they're going to start in the basement.
Similar setup. The Clyde is obviously the big change in here, and the switch over to the Maestro. Makes a lot of sense. The Valkyrie or Maestro, I mean, both operators are great here, but if you want to bring the Clyde, you kind of have to let the Valkyrie go.
I would say if you're going to bring, I think that 6 pick's really good for a number of different reasons. First of all, because it might force an IQ 6 pick from Vitality. Second of all, it really does make the Vitality think that they've got to deal with cameras outside. They will spend extra seconds looking for those. Third, you're waiting to see if there's a Twitch on the board. If there's not a Twitch, then yeah, you want to bring a Maestro.
I don't think it fooled Vitality that much, or maybe Vitality weren't even planning on it, but there's no IQ.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it even like occurred to Vitality.
Maybe it's really beside the point. I think it's just trying Secret. I'm trying to say that Team Secret was trying to be secretive with their operator selection, but I don't want it to be what it is. I just want to say that and let it be that.
So be it then.
Yeah, Secret are doing well with the overall setup here on the site. They don't have a Bandit, but they've brought a Kaid, which is definitely a reasonable, I would say, replacement. Especially on this site, you can play from like Pillar and Back of White, safe and Bandit trick without a Bandit using a Kaid trick, I guess.
Yeah, that's very true. It just, with the fact that there's a Thermite on the board, you kind of have to have some sort of timing to throw it with the distance, so you have to be really careful. And
plus the Thatcher.
That's also very true.
Yeah.
And plus the fact that you're not covering all 3 of those.
I think the only reason you're really bringing it in this case is to force the utility.
Well, they already used one of the Artilas on one of the hatches.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if you want to hold a particular hatch. Well, Vitality are going to be clearing out roamers, but hey, starting with 2 minutes left in the round is better than starting with 1 minute left in the round, I guess. And they are already establishing that there aren't any roamers on the top floor, so good.
Sparkle along the outside. Vitality kind of taking their time here in this assault. It's a minute 40 left, and they're just now clearing out the top floor. And again, there's nobody there. So continue to drone down. They're spotting the players moving away. The mutant's there, so denying information is very much the big part of the defense here for Team Secret.
I can already hear like the comms of Team Secret. Guys, we know they're going to be slow on the uptake. Just play passive, play passive. Vitality have been so slow on their attacks, and Leon is going to punish them even more with a run out there. I love the aggression here from Leon. He might even get away with a second if he lands his shots. He's definitely going to put some damage on the book. And oh, what a double kill there from Leon. Beautiful play. and he's still got some HP. He might even get a third if Sneaky gives away his angle. This is definitely looking like a potential win, but nope. Leon's going to fall back. I think he went through the drop down.
He's still there.
No, he's still
holding
there. He's by the flag.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I didn't see him on my screen.
He's right by the EU flag, of course. But still playing on...
Have to do it. Yes, there you go.
Okay, so he stuns. He knows the mirror's there, but he doesn't know where. He might think that he's right behind that oval window. Oh, there we go. Now he gets the information off of the drone. The second stun to come in. There's so little time. Leon is just basically saved the entire round for Secret. Not only did he get 2 kills, but he also just wasted so much time.
Minute 20.
They didn't even open up the no, they actually, okay, I'll give you that. Vitality are able to open up the entry into garage, but now this forces Vitality to walk through the smoke. There's not a huge hole to go through. They need to go plant. Sneaky is holding the opposite angle here from the entrance, but Nitro Cells can be thrown away whenever you'd like. Sneaky for 1, Nitro Cell out, but will not connect, actually. The Maestro trying to do damage, but will be destroyed.
Oh, no.
The Evil Eye, Sneaky with 1. The spray into the side. No! They're actually going to do it. Vitality have it down. The Thermite's down on the floor. Finally cleared by Stizzy. It's a 2v2, and they have to go up against the yellow stairs. Fonkers with the pre-fire. Still has 40 rounds left in that huge box magazine of the Alda. Stizzy taking damage from behind on the stairs. He'll drop 1. Sneaky's last alive. Fonkers, he's going to sick it and save the day! Team Secret actually grabbed the round. Beautiful bit of play from both Fonkers and Leon. And also the Mute saving it for Secret. My God, what a round. It just kept flipping on its side, and my man, this was medium rare at its best.
Jeez. Okay.
Yes.
The diffuser shouldn't have been planted.
No. Leon shouldn't have survived.
Leon should have gotten punished for the run out. He shouldn't have been able to waste a minute 20. He shouldn't have been able to get 2 kills. The diffuser should never have been planted. There should have been denial from the Maestro and the smoke. It just isn't. It didn't come out in time. The clutch at the end there, that should never have happened. Wow, so many confusing things in that round. And it just, it was wonderful to watch.
Yeah.
A 4-3 split. Secret managed to win their first defense. And it's clear what their strategy is. Play as passive as possible.
That was...
Well, it worked, I guess.
It did work. It was a cacophony of action. You had no idea what was going on, yet it was so clear in front of you. If you could put yourself in a bubble with everything is slowed down, you could see exactly what's going on. Usually that's what Vitality actually do. Time slows down whenever it hits the 20-second mark, as we used to say a year ago.
And, well, we're saying it again.
And we're saying it again.
Can you believe that hasn't changed?
The more things change, the more they stay the same, Mike.
Yeah, it just seems that way, doesn't it? It feels
very cyclical.
It feels like they were working out of it, and then now we're seeing them again, and Vitality are right back in that place again.
Fonkers off the start, but he's going to get spotted. I'll trade almost equal amount of health here between him and Bibu. Leon on the run out. He'll dive on down.
It's a double run out with the defense here. You don't usually see that. I like how they're trying to take the initiative.
They realize that if they can put Vitality on the back foot, it really will.
And I think they've done that now.
I mean, yeah, they're actually getting Vitality to be extremely afraid of every move they make. And look at last round, that dive out from Leon, that won it pretty much.
I mean, if you're not going to be roaming downstairs as a defender on this site, it is the most shallow site. I mean, even with tellers, you can have more depth to it as a defense. And when you're talking about playing against Vitality, you want to play on the least shallow site, the one with the most depth, because you want them to have to clear out more stuff. So a run out or 2 here and there to put Vitality in a place where they need to clear every angle. I mean, even though they already do that, it could be good. Slow them down ever so slightly.
Sneaky still up top here, so he's got all his utility on the Zofia. Just setting up his Claymore in case there's a run out. Spark on the outside by the main balcony. Vitality just trying to get as much done as possible. The Habana will start opening up the side of the wall to look into projector room. The Buck has also opened up a whole holes at the top of those 4-meter high walls, so grenades can be thrown in. It's already forcing smokes, but Fonkers will find one. He's looking to get the second as well. No, the Rook will dive away. It's a big kill on the Buck before he's actually able to do too much in this round.
These ACOGs really working well for Team Secret right now. Just playing these angles, waiting patiently. And that's, well, that strategy has been working out pretty well for them so far. They know not to expect a push until like the last 30 seconds from Vitality, but at the same time, they're cautious. They're able to get picks and deny a lot of the prodding that Vitality had in their pocket, namely those nades.
Fonker's going to get healed back up, but he takes a bit of damage from a utility in the back from the Zofia. They're going to go for the plan, a default one in the back. They need the information here from the camera. The C4 Nitro Cell has not been used just yet, and Fonker's just going to run out. This allows the diffuser to be planted. Meepy with a C4 finally connecting on Bride that chose to stay on the side, but everybody's going to get detected here. A 4v2 advantage for Team Secret. Lem Spring in the back trying to fight the balcony. There's a play on the outside, and Leon will hit the headshot, but now he dies out and actually revives himself. Sneaky will have to go back around. The diffuser's not planted for him, though. It's all the way in the back. He has 4 rifles traced toward him. There you go. Leon takes him out on the walk away, and Sneaky taken out. Secret will grab the round and get themselves at least an inch closer to getting map number 1. Done and dusted.
Secret, again, their defensive strategy is being broadcasted. They are just trying to play passively. Okay, again, it's 2 rounds in a row where the diffuser should not have been planted. It just should not have been allowed to go down, and it did. But that doesn't matter if you're going to have an extremely effective retake into the site, and that's exactly what Secret just gave us. I mean, all it is they're walking back in post plant. They're winning fights,
and that's the thing. They're baiting Vitality into feeling comfortable to plant, and then they play the retake off of it, because how Vitality are going is they're not actually setting themselves in post-plant positions whilst the diffuser is being set. You've seen that now 3 rounds in a row, pretty much.
They keep getting caught in the transition. Every time.
Too slow.
Vitality gets caught in the transition. And, you know, of course, Secret doesn't want Vitality to be able to plant, but it is clearly... they're just... Secret know that if they don't give Vitality picks on the initial ingress from the attack, then, I mean, it's not that hard to retake the site, especially if you time it right. And Secret has been timing it perfectly.
Yep.
It's the transition. It's the transition between the plant and the post plant. So, great job to Secret. Their defense has thus far been impeccable. They're going to go to a middle 4 defense now to try and, I guess, get match point. Yet to lose a defense so far.
Actually, one thing I want to highlight from our previous matchup with M&M. Talked about British team. There are 3 British players with 1 Polish player and a Croat. Nello is Croatian as well. So there's just one thing, you know, just in case nobody didn't know. We don't really have any Croatian professional players, but now we have 1 in Pro League. So that's pretty sweet.
Is that a first?
I think that's a first Croatian in Pro League.
Well,
first for everything. I mean, Croatia got runner-up in the World Cup only a year ago, so there you go.
True. So, Vitality have cleared out admin office, and they're working their way towards Projector, but this is just going to be some roamers on the top floor. Team Secret have roamers everywhere right now. Pulse going to be very important on this bomb site and gathering information. And top of Spiral, can have the Jaeger, have Fonkers. Hasn't been having the most amazing match today, at least not so far. But that just means he has yet to show up, and I'm sure he can pull off some pretty amazing stuff if given the right opportunity.
True. It's still a best-of-3 series, so yeah, we can see him shine later, as we saw with our previous game. Grenade's going to get lobbed in, and I believe it was caught on ADS.
Looks, I mean, well, there was no explosion.
There was no explosion, so
right? Yeah. It had to have been an ADS that the flash just did not get to. Yep, there you go. So, oh, 1 at long desk. Fonkers doesn't see him. Oh, wow, this is terrible positioning. He sees the top of his head. The Buck's position given away, and doesn't seem like he's aware of anyone at the top of Spiral. This could be a kill for Fonkers if he just bides his time. Waiting patiently. Oh no! The worst possible timing! And Steezy goes down! Bibu with 1, but Alems gets the refrag. That's about as bad as it gets. Fonkers retakes the position, but it's too late. He's lost the advantage, and he'll have to fall down, forcing the entire roam of Secret off of the top floor. A terrible mistake made by Fonkers.
Oh no. That was not great, to say the least. I don't know if he actually did see the top of the head or it's just
he had to.
It was so close to the top of the desk. Just overall not great that he dove away.
Must have been the wind. From yellow stairs, Brid is going to put some damage onto his opponent. Meepy trying in the basement to delay the attack as much as possible. And they've done a decent job. By they, I mean Team Secret. Vitality only have 15 seconds left. They're pushing into sight, though, and they're very good at this last-second rush. Oh, that's the diffuser down. Someone's going to need to pick it up. Inside a bathroom, it's going to be a Lems, and he's doing his best to not allow that. From yellow, it's Leon. He gets one. It's all up to Sneaky. He can't get two. A beautiful recovery from a Lems. And Secret take the round. That's 3 defenses in a row.
Wonderfully done by Team Secret. They're just able to burn time off of Vitality, which is pretty much a 101 of how you defeat Vitality. You okay, Michael?
Man, Vitality are being read.
Yeah.
They're being read very well, and Secret are, oh man, they are reaping the rewards hardcore. There's not much else to say. Vitality are the same, they attack the same way they've always attacked. They are so good. Vitality are so good in the explosive take in the last 20 seconds. They excel at that, but it's predictable.
And it didn't help that I think it was Zofia just went in to go and plant, and then there was the perfect rotation to find the kill. I guess that was Leon
Jaeger,
that made it. And
I think
it was Jaeger. Yeah, I believe it was Jaeger.
By Z?
Yes.
Yes, then yeah, it was a Jaeger.
He went from bottom of spiral. But yes, that was pretty huge there. It killed the momentum.
That was wrong, wasn't it? Because we had a diffuse.
We did have one.
We had 2 diffuses technically.
Yeah.
So
there was one on console chamber and projector, and there was one down in garage.
Yeah. So never mind that. We're going. Speaking of garage, we're back there. We're back in garage, and we're on match point now. Team Secret. I mean, yeah, console was a good idea. It's a good plan right there for Team Secret.
Again, map 2 is Oregon, map 3 is Bank. I wouldn't be surprised if we do go to map 3, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, look at that 7. There was 7-2 that Vitality just handed M&M on Oregon.
Yes.
It is definitely one of Vitality's best maps, and the reason being is that, remember we were talking about how Vitality tend to do better on shallow sites? I mean, Oregon. The points of contact on Oregon are, I mean, it's so, clearing out the roamers is not a difficult thing to do often on that map. It depends, of course, but when it was Vitality versus M&M, it certainly wasn't. Vitality were doing very well at clearing out those roamers on that map, and from there it was, well, not a lot to deal with before you get to the site. What happened there?
I think there was a rappel by window. By the piano window?
Piano window, you think?
Yeah, that's the usual spot.
It's Habana, too.
Also, it was lobby.
Habana gone, so...
Oh, usually lobby for Habana, yeah. I don't know if you...
I mean, there's no way they're pushing lobby when they haven't cleared bathroom, right? Whatever the case be, it was an early pick there for Leon. And he's been doing that a lot.
Yep.
It's been one of his matches. When Leon shows up, we've talked about this in the past, sometimes Leon's not always doing his best, but when Leon shows up, unstoppable.
Yep.
And I think he's having one of those matches right now.
He was in the past year, that growing talent.
Yeah, and he's
in EU.
He's statistically the best player, I think, in this match, based on stats. So he's been having over this last season, he's been having a pretty good one. So, yeah, showing that here, I think, today.
Vitality opening up the side. Oh, they had the information from the drone. Very well done to eliminate Leon. But at what cost? A minute 10 left, and still no destruction to be found on the floorboards. Finally, Vitality are taking control of the ground floor, but they have to dive all the way down. Still a lot of work for them to be done here before the assault actually commences. And the good thing about it is Bride is back on that thermite, so you can deal with any utility downstairs pretty easily. And the grenade, I assume it hit the bottom. Bride will be able to open things up. Meepy with a great bullet hole here to use. Fonker's using the AUG, which actually received a buff not too long ago. A lot of people opting for the DMR just because of the pure raw damage that it does. Fonker's actually peek around, but he lost. Not sure about that decision.
That was a predictable thing, and more importantly, he's a 3 armor, so he's going to clunk, clunk, club all up on that wall. And Well, 20 seconds left, but a man advantage this time for Vitality. I feel like this is not the first time they've been in this position, but still, it's winnable. From above, Bibu doing some serious work. Alem's taking care of. That's C4 not there for the Mute. Great angle, like you said, from Meepy, and he's going to take down Bibu. It's the post plant now for Secret. They've been winning these, but it's in a very advantage to a Vitality position. This is an excellent spot for the Diffuser to be down, and it's basically unwinnable in this kind of scenario. All of Vitality are nice and healthy. Team Secret, on the other hand, little HP on Steezy, and that's not a great gun to be challenging at long angles at SMG-11. He's going to go down. Will be a second here for Sneaky. Should be pretty easy, but Meepy lands the shot. He gets the Claymore as well, but he doesn't have time to get back to the Diffuser. He's going to get another onto Spark, but he'll be shut down by Brid. He couldn't have gotten back to the Diffuser in time anyway, so a nice effort there from Secret, but the plant from Vitality finally working out.
And that's the thing. What did we talk about in the past few rounds? Vitality have been able to plant because Secret are kind of allowing them to then collapse and retake, but it's all done in the moments of confusion where Vitality are trying to get in better post-plant positions. However, you allow Vitality to directly sit in those better positions, and that's when you're going to have a hard time, and that's exactly what happened. They had the 15 seconds to put themselves in angles to fight them. Yeah, sure, Meepy got a few kills there at the end, but it didn't really matter. Those had no impact on the round.
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, a little bit of stat padding ultimately. But hey, it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we're going top floor now. After the first successful attack from Vitality, gotta say, I love Vitality's focus on the garage. They just decided, you know what? Hey, we're gonna hit garage. We're just gonna straight hit garage. Another huge thing is that Bibu, his middle floor play was impeccable. He managed to not only take care of the roamer inside a bathroom, but then follow that up with a frag from above using the Buck skeleton key. Now, because Vitality often has very slow attacks, it is a it's frequently the case that they are unable to use the vertical play. Like they have trouble kind of opening up from above or from below and influencing the round that way by taking out opponents. Just because they don't have time, usually. Yeah. Bibu managed to make it happen in the last round, so got to be impressed by that. Camera's going out here. You see Bibu just waiting for a potential pick. He's wary of the aggression. I mean, Secret established that they were going to be aggressive earlier when they went for that spawn peek.
I mean, again, everything's on the line, so this is the moment to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, last match you get a buffer, right? But
it's a buffer. It doesn't guarantee you that you'll stay.
Yeah, and you don't get it here. This is it. You either go to Challenger League or you go to Pro League.
That's simple as that.
Oh.
But interesting that Vitality are bringing the IQ this time, and it's Day playing it. We usually see him on that Thermite role, more support role. Bibu used to play that IQ role quite a bit, but not in this round. We'll see how this goes for them. Obviously, from us looking at this, IQ, a great pick. You have to deal with the utility, the Valkyrie, the cameras, etc. to be destroyed. Seeing as how Team Secret have been running out so consistently, Vitality kind of understood that, and they're like, okay, well, they're running out probably because they have information, so let's just deal with it. Stizzy's going to get boosted up quite a bit to survive here. Grenade's going to get lopped around the corner, and should be doing some sort of damage to Stizzy, who downs one, and you're pushing into a shotgun, my man. How many times did we tell you not to do that? He'll take even more damage, but then get boosted back up, and Stizzy finds two freebies, and Qual and Bibu, and this is not looking great for Vitality.
Yeah, those lifelines were really poorly timed. They should have been synced up with the grenades and the push, but they came... the EMP came to clear the ADS. You didn't need to use the lifeline to clear the ADS, so very confusing. Poor coordination on the side of Vitality. Again, they're going for the very predictable yellow stairs take, but here's the thing. Secret are actually staunchly holding the yellow stairs. That's something we didn't see a lot of from Vitality. Vitality, you know, they had a moment where they see forward yellow stairs, got that pick, but I mean, Stizzy's having a round and a half. That's his third kill right there, ladies and gentlemen. He's going for the fourth, and he's going to get it. A 4K for Stizzy. Got to be the easiest he's ever gotten, but a beautiful play from him. Can he get the ace? He's setting up for the run out. It's going to be Brid just outside of Z. He's expecting the run out, rightfully so. And, well, 40 seconds left for Brid to get an ace, or maybe Stizzy to get an ace.
Well, this is why you don't run indoors, and especially when there's a shotgun around stairs. How many times? You remember there was like a week or two in Pro League in jail. There you go. The Stizzy, very well done. And that will clamp it all down. Team Secret take map number 1 very effectively here. Bit of struggle from Vitality's side, but man, that Stizzy. Remember there was a while for like a week or two where you could literally make a frag montage of just every round shotguns demolishing everybody.
Are we talking about the Sniper 90 days?
No. With the 870 here.
Yeah.
There was a week, and I know specifically Hungry demolished G2 with that quite a few times. So, with that said, that